Liquor traders are pushing back against a clause in the Limpopo Liquor Act of 2009, which mandates a 10 p.m. closing time during the festive season, while authorities argue that the regulation is essential to curb crime and road fatalities. Traders believe it could harm their businesses. Sello Mokwana is the Deputy Chairperson of Sekhukhune Liquor Traders Association. He joins us now via video link. Sello, thank you so much for your time and good afternoon to you. Talk us through how exactly the amendments to the Limpopo Liquor Act are affecting the industry and traders specifically, and how it would affect most patrons during this time.
Good afternoon. Thanks for the opportunity once again. We totally rejected as liquor traders across the province because of it's gonna have a negative impact to all liquor traders. Hence, it is the peak season for the industry as a whole. But what we normally find it uncertain to us as traders is due to the curfew is looming around Limpopo, as if Limpopo is the province which contributes the total fatalities experience across the country. And what they are also proposing on the curfew, it's not backed up by scientific research. Secondly, liquor traders in Limpopo are subjected to the same inflation, escalation interest rates experienced in other industry. So we don't understand why they want to implement the curfew, whereby liquor traders are not subjected to rebates like tax, electricity, inflation, and therefore, if government is really serious about implementing the curfew, it should start curfewing by the manufacturers as well. But implementing the curfew might also result in serious job losses and decrease of tax collection for the government. Any challenge which arises from the liquor industry, it should be addressed in a collaboration manner with all stakeholders of the community, your SABC, your transport department. It's a communal problem with seek communal solutions.
And Sello, I mean, notwithstanding, of course, some of your concerns and how it will affect you, the Polokwane High Court did dismiss the application that you made as the Sekhukhune Liquor Traders Association to suspend this act, or at least the amendment part of it. What avenues will you now take, if any, given the fact that it looks like this enforcement at least will go ahead?
Actually, to correct you, the High Court didn't dismiss our application. Liquor traders matured as winners in that application. So apparently what happened from the proceedings, last month there was an imbizo in Polokwane with the department, whereby the department have admitted and seen that they've failed. So they've decided to amend the regulations by a gazette which has been launched on the 15th of August, the 15th of November 2024, which is available. In partly in those regulations, it clearly states that liquor traders will no longer be trading, will no longer be closing at 12 o'clock, but going back to their original time.
And so given, that circumstance and the fact that, you are well within your right to, operate given those times, how then do you view what has happened in court to what is on the ground going to be happening during this festive period?
Yeah, it's also important for the public to understand that we as liquor traders, we are also advocating for responsible drinking, which whereby should result into more mere campaign of literacy to the community. And then we are also perpetrators, we are also crime victims too, whereby even I myself have been a victim twice or thrice. So we are willing to work with the SABC in other alternatives, but not resulting in the curfew. And SABC Limpopo must stop treating liquor traders as if they are not license holders, whereby the license which liquor traders are holding have been issued by the provincial liquor board from Limpopo.
There are some traders, though, who are supporting this stance of at least being responsible during this time by enforcing some of these, regulations in terms of, time stipulations and closure times, etc. And given the fact that, of course, there is evidence that correlates between alcohol consumption and abuse and crime, what regulation do you think would work here? Where do you see the compromise, given the fact that some patrons and also some traders do actually concur that there is a high level of abuse during this time in as far as alcohol is concerned?
Yeah, hence I was saying that it's a challenge which is addressed in the collaboration manner between the community and all stakeholders. And then it's also important for the patriots to take full responsibility as well, in as much as that it should be also be there. And then one other thing which we also encourage our liquor traders is that during the festive season, they should be hands-on in their businesses, so they could also be able to articulate the issues of underage drinking and etc.
And I mean, how are you going to go about that awareness campaign? Because, look, I think there is an understanding here that this situation is a societal problem. It's not one entity or one person can solve it, but there also needs to be an understanding that for your association, there is some level of awareness that you need to also be providing and helping, law enforcement authorities during this time.
Yeah, we are open to the law enforcement that should they be perpetrators which they are looking for, they can even come and display them in our outlets. And then we also encourage that liquor traders should take extra miles in terms of their patrons if they are the own source of transport. Assist them in those particular, and then once you could see that people, patrons have also drank over the limits. So with your co-workers, organize transport for them so they could safely drop them at home.
All right, Sello, thank you so much for your time. That's where we have to leave it for now. Sello Mokwana is the Deputy Chairperson of Sekhukhune Liquor Traders Association, speaking to us there about those liquor traders pushing back on the Limpopo Liquor Act of 2009, which is which gives a mandate of a 10 p.m. closing time during the festive period.